Riding a motorcycle is the best decision you'll ever make. So I just got back from a short vacation, and look at these boxes. You got an e-bike, an e-scooter, and a Talaria XXX. Of course, from Lunicycle. And as much as I want to sit here and unbox all of these, I really want to take the Aprilia out for a ride, so let's go.
Golly gee whiz, welcome back to another Riding and Talking. One of my favorite things to do right now. It's a little chilly right now. You got the clouds out. I just came from Los Angeles. It was beautiful down there. But as soon as we get off the plane, we saw rain. Came back to all those boxes, and as much as I want to unbox and make some videos of all those e-bikes, and especially the Talaria Sting XXX, I really needed to get on my bike, bro, because I missed it. You know when you've been away, especially like on a vacation, and you just see like motorcycles wherever you're vacationing, or if you're like visiting a really cool place and you're like, dang, I wish I had my motorcycle because I'd be mobbing around. Every time I go to California, it's like that for me. And I feel like I've only really been to California once on my motorcycle, but that wasn't like a track day. There's so many times I've been near the beaches of California where I'm just like, man, I wish I could ride the PCH on a motorcycle. I've driven the PCH many times in a car, but I've never ridden a motorcycle on the PCH. There's just something about riding motorcycles that's different from driving a car. Now, I know car guys have the same love that they do as us motorcycle riders for their machines, just like us, but being in a cage is completely different. On a bike, you're really feeling that wind against you. You can smell the things around you. You just feel extremely free. Now, one of the most common questions that I always get as a motorcycle content creator is, hey, what's the best first motorcycle for somebody who's starting or wants to start? And that question is always so subjective, but it boils down to like your budget and your maturity level. And then, you know, I know in some countries you can't start on a larger motorcycle than like 125cc or something like that, but in any case, just you deciding to ride a motorcycle is the right answer. Now, if you've been riding motorcycles for a while, you probably run into a lot of people that come up to you and tell you that they've always wanted to ride a motorcycle, and it's always the same excuse as to why they can't ride a motorcycle or they haven't done it yet. Their parents, their spouses, kids, whatever it is. And the truth is, those people are going to keep making excuses until one day they don't. And then they just get a motorcycle anyway, no matter what anybody tells them. And that was kind of what happened to me. And other people's fears are valid. How many motorcyclists do we know have died? These things are super dangerous. But at the end of the day, you can't let other people dictate whether or not you get something that you truly enjoy. And a lot of times, you won't know if you truly enjoy it unless you try it yourself. And that really goes for anything in life. Don't ever let anybody hold you back. If you want to ride a motorcycle, ride a motorcycle. It's that simple, man. It's the best decision you'll ever make, I'm telling you right now. Golly gee whiz. What a beautiful day to ride. It's so cool. It's not hot today. I love it. Sometimes I complain about the heat, but you can't really do anything about the heat. But in the cold, you can layer up and you'll be just fine. And to be honest, it's really not that cold. I think it's like 50s or just under 60s, but it is perfect coffee weather, bros. And I want some freaking coffee, man. Figured I'd take the bike out and do some riding and talking. Now, here's the other side to buying your first motorcycle, just getting into motorcycle riding in general. You don't need a 20 or 30 or 40 $40,000 motorcycle. Shit, you don't even need a $10,000 motorcycle. There's so many bikes out there for sale. Yes, right now Facebook Marketplace is overpriced, but I suggest buying from a friend. I just sold my Ninja 650R to a homie's homie or cousin, or I don't know, whatever the but basically, I gave him a really good deal. I got a text the other day and he's like, dude, thank you so much for selling me the bike. I'm looking on Facebook Marketplace and these prices are ridiculous. I appreciate the great deal. And I was like, hell yeah, dude. That's what it's all about. And honestly, it was never for sale. I just figured I'd keep the 650R until a friend or a friend of a friend might want to get into a motorcycle. And I would have that bike as a spare bike that I could sell to somebody who always wanted to ride a motorcycle and they couldn't find one because they're freaking expensive, so I would just sell it for cheap. So that is my spiel. You don't need one of these, man. You do not need one, especially if you're just cruising around, bro. This is all I do. I literally just ride this up and down this street and I get coffee and I make motovlogs. What a waste of a bike, dude. But hey, man, again, like I said, it's all about the fun, dude. It's all about the experience. And really, like, your first bike doesn't need to be this crazy expensive thing, right? What you are gonna regret, especially as a first bike, and what might even turn you off from riding motorcycles, is if you don't get the motorcycle that you love, right? Figure out your budget, find a motorcycle that you're kind of in love with, or, like, if anything, if you can afford your dream bike, hey, dude, go for it. But really, it's about the fun factor. And now that I've been riding for, like, God, y'all know how long I've been riding for. It's like, for me, I'm looking for that fun factor again. That's why I bought a dirt bike, and I'm going to convert it to a supermoto. I'm really excited for that, because I actually just bought supermoto wheels today. I got some Warp 9s. I'll show you guys at the end of this video. It's going to be sick. I do have to buy the bracket for it that extends the brake caliper out, because it has 320mm rotors. The guy I bought it from, he couldn't get the freaking adapter off, so it's fine. I just buy a new one. And I think I'm gonna need new tires for it as well. It has some like weird knobby-ish looking tires, and you guys will see. I'll show you at the end of the video. It's in my trunk. Now, if you guys watch some of the Sur-Ron videos that I make on this channel, you guys know that I also love that bike. It's a different kind of riding, but I still consider it a motorcycle, just because of, I mean, how it acts, right? You got a throttle, there's no pedals. My 72 volt Sur-Ron does 66 miles an hour. I mean, I wear a helmet, I've worn my full suit. That is a totally different style of riding. And a lot of people have asked me, like, should I get a Sur-Ron or a motorcycle first? And I'm gonna answer that question from somebody who rides both. You should get a motorcycle first. There's nothing like a motorcycle. Nothing. Not a trike. I went to a car meet the other day, and dude had a trike or spider. I'm not even sure. And like, I get it, like, it's cool, like, it doesn't tip over or whatever it is, but it's not a real motorcycle to me. Not, at least not in my opinion. I just don't think it's the same. I just think it's more like I would consider that like more of a go-kart. Like, yes, there's no cage around you. Yes, you got the wind blowing in your helmet, or I don't know, man. The trike thing, I get it. Is it for me? No, I'd rather get a real motorcycle. So if you're considering anything else but a motorcycle, and you're like between the two, like, oh, should I get this or a motorcycle? Get a freaking motorcycle, dude. Do I need to say it again? It's the best decision you'll ever make, period. Are you gonna get a ticket riding motorcycle? Now, one of the downsides is tickets. Like, you're gonna get a ticket riding a motorcycle. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Cops just want to give us tickets for some reason, man. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I just get a lot of tickets on motorcycles. But surprisingly, my record's pretty clean, because they drop off or they fall off, or like, I always like fight it, and it always ends up to be something else. Like, I got a reckless or a careless driving once, and it ended up to be a seatbelt. It was like no points, and I paid a few $100s in fines, but hey, man, no points on my record, and nothing on insurance. And every time I go to court now for a ticket, I tell them, Judge, look at my record, man. And they do, and they're like, yo, this thing is spotless. And I'm like, yep, there's no reason to give me a speeding ticket, because I don't speed. Yes, I speed, but that's what I tell them. I'm like, hey, man, maybe the guy was having a bad day. I don't know if he was profiling me because I have a motorcycle that looks like it's doing like 100 miles an hour when really I'm doing 60, 70. I basically just argue with the judge, or like talk to the DA, and I just pay them. I think all they want at the end of the day is money. Yeah, it's fine. I'm happy to pay that. Just don't give me points, because the points will actually hurt me more in the long run, especially with insurance rates. I pay $90 for this bike. $90. Full coverage. I think my deductible is like $500, so it could be because I'm an old mother dude. I don't know, man. But yeah, owning a motorcycle, no matter how inexpensive your initial purchase is, which is the motorcycle, a lot of the costs with owning a motorcycle, it's a little bit higher than owning a car, in my opinion. Because, alright, so a car has utility, right? Some motorcycles have them. This has zero. So it's kind of pointless. It's really, really pointless to have this bike. But it's really fun. And I tell myself, it's for the channel, it's for a double moto. That's how I justify this freaking pointless ass motorcycle. Oh yeah, appreciation stop, baby. Look at this. Golly gee whiz, we're at the Golly Gee Whiz Bridge, man. What a beautiful freaking day, dudes. Hell yeah. You know what's crazy? If I had never bought a motorcycle, there would be no double moto. I was just thinking about that. But I wasn't a photographer way back in the day. Maybe I could have called it a double photo. This was a nice little break. A couple dudes stopped to talk to me about the bike. I swear, motorcycles are conversation starters, dude. Especially this beauty, man. Whew. I was looking at a Tuono 1100 factory. Same year, same color scheme. Dude wants 15 grand. I was seriously considering it. But I guess I could just put a Tuono triple clamp on top with Tuono bars and call it a day. Golly, that would be sick. That would be really comfortable riding around doing my riding and talking. I might just do that, dude. That guy just honked at me. He probably rides. Gave me the thumbs up like, are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. I guess I do look kind of stranded just sitting here. You guys want to hear it? Oh my goodness gracious. Gee whiz, holy his. Ah yeah, look at this beauty, man. Look at these ugly ass halogens, dudes. I'm not even gonna change that. I don't give a shit. I know a lot of guys will put HIDs, man. Ooh. Man, what a monster this bike is. Let's get out of here. Let's go get some coffee. I am fiending for some coffee. Let's go. I want some Vietnamese coffee, man. I'm tired of the white people stuff. God, the front brakes on this bike so much stronger than the front brakes on my dirt bike. Hopefully the Supermotos will change that. Because the Supermotos have those big 320 mils. Hopefully a lot of y'all are riding now. I know a lot of y'all in the wintertime are like, I'm gonna get a first bike this season. If you did just get a bike, let me know what you got in the comments below. You know what to do with the algorithm, bros? Man, even for a chilly day, it's still really nice. I think it just takes time to acclimate. Sometimes like I'm like, I don't want to go out, it's a little cold, and I know if I just get out here, it's fine. It's not a big deal. I think same goes for like the heat. It's like, it's hot, I'm gonna go out there. And then I get out there and I'm like, it's actually not that bad. Alright, I hope they're open today. Yeah, it's called Bamboo. I don't want to get bamboozled. Let's see. Is it open? Yes, it is. Yeah, I'm just gonna park right here. What? Right in front of this car right here. Whoa. Perfecto, Ernesto. I'm surprised I could back this bike up just on my tippy toes. God, I'm so short. Ah, yeah. Oh no, start closing. 50% off on selected items. Everything must go. Wow. Maybe I could buy them out and resell all this shit. Start closing. I wonder if they got broken into. Damn, that's pretty sad. Do they have any swords? Anybody into ninja swords when they were growing up? Bro, I was like always a ninja during Halloween. I just got out of Bamboo right there on 38th. If you guys are into Vietnamese coffee, come check them out. One of the homies here recognized, a couple homies here recognized me. The dude behind the counter, he gave me a extra mochi. I don't know if I'd call that like a donut or whatever it is. He gave me extra, and I just ordered one, and I felt obligated to eat the other two. But now I'm full of shit. I just wanted one. Yo, if y'all ever see me out and about and y'all work at an establishment, do me a favor, bro. Don't be hooking me up with no extra shit, right? Or at least like ask me first, because sometimes, man, I be getting extra food, extra drinks, like, and I appreciate it completely, but I also like, I don't know, feel obligated to finish even though I really didn't want it. I just wanted a coffee and one. Anyway, first world problems, or whatever the f you guys want to call that. Ah, shit. I forgot to strap on my helmet. Golly gee whiz. I'm gonna pull over real quick. How annoying is that, guys? It's either the key or the helmet. Short person trick right here. Stop by a sidewalk or like a block so you can put your foot down. Alright, I'm gonna try to do this with gloves on. Wish me luck. Yes! Yes, we made it. Oh my gosh. I just did that with gloves on. Holy look at me. Hell yeah. That was a fun little ride. Grabbing coffee on a motorcycle, it's gotta be one of the most relaxing things that you could do. Now, motovlogging and doing all that, not very relaxing, but again, it's a great way for me to make some content for you guys, and you guys get to see the bike and, you know, see some long form stuff. I hope you guys like this video. Let's go check out those supermotors that I got sitting in my house. Man, I want to see if I can try to fit them though. Oh god. Welcome to Tacoma. Honkity honk honk. One of the best memories I've ever had of riding motorcycles was when me and my friends went to go pick up my grandpa's urn down in, it was like somewhere in California. I can't remember where. I think it was like Atwater or something like that. It was like a 600-mile total round trip, and my aunt was visiting, and she was like, hey, can you do me a favor? Can you drive down there, pick up your grandpa's ashes, because we're gonna move him closer to the family. We don't live in California anymore, yada yada yada. And I was like, yeah, I could probably ride my motorcycle down there. I hit up some of my friends like completely last minute, and I think there was like 6 of us, and we all just went down there. I got a flat, and I tell this story all the time. This may not have been the first time you've heard this story if you've been following me for a while, but those are the kinds of memories that you will make on a motorcycle. I remember I got a flat, a dude in the truck pulled over, he's like, I'll be back, I'm gonna get my Ram. Drove me to the next gas station, I bought him a 6-pack, plugged my tire, and we were on our way. I love riding, man. It's the most fun thing. It's like the best decision I've ever made, dude. Like, one of them at least, right? But that's just it. It's always a good decision to buy a motorcycle, no matter what the context, man. Whether it's like, oh, I'm gonna use it to commute, I don't want to drive my gas guzzler around, or it's like, I just want to try it out. Even just trying out, dude, like, it's gotta be one of the most fun things you'll ever do.
I just got back. Let me show you guys the supermotos. Yeah, Warp 9, baby. But yeah, really big front rotor. Here they are. Hopefully they work. They came off a Husqvarna 501. Essentially the same bike. I saw the bike it came off of. Again, I just need those adapters. And I'm gonna put them on right now, but you're just gonna have to like wait for the video that's after. I don't know when this is gonna.